G'day and welcome to the car show. We're at the Marquee Club Collective and I'm here with Les and he's going to tell us about his Ford. There's a story behind it.
So what year Ford do you call it?
Well, it's originally a 66. I bought it and there was some damage on the front end, particularly the road support. It was a derelict vehicle at the time. By fixing that rad support, we had the option of changing the configuration of the front. So although it's an XP originally, because it's got a straight dash, the XK L&M had a dip in it. I decided to go with an XK front end because I just like the dippy front end better.
Yeah. How long have you had it for?
I've had the car now probably close to 20 years.
Yeah.
Took about 7 years to build, longer than I wanted it to, but you know, I call them clock suckers.
Yeah.
People take longer than they say they're going to take.
And what condition was it in when you got it?
It was derelict. I bought it off a fella out in Melton. He had it and he was going to do it up. He didn't. A mate of mine said, if you're going to sell it, call Les. He called me and I bought the car.
Nice.
We went to Waddington's to do the sheet metal work. Rob Deckert at Unique Smash Repairs out in Sunshine painted the car. First Ford I'd ever owned.
Right, okay.
I've been a Chevy and a Mopar man, but I just like the body line.
Yeah.
All the other panel vans have got a big bubble on the top, like a gas bottle's exploded inside. This is built on a station wagon platform, and you can see why it wasn't very popular, because for tradies, you couldn't fit a lot in it, and you might as well buy a station wagon because you got an extra door to access.
Yeah.
The color is original color, courage on green. We sprayed out probably 20 different panels in greens, and then someone said, why don't we spray out a panel in the original color, and that was the color we decided.
And what was the hardest part, do you reckon, to restore?
Well, it's restored visually as an original car.
Yeah.
The rest of it is street mod.
Yeah.
Now, it came with 13-inch rims, it's got 15-inch rims. It came with a 6-cylinder, it's now got a 302. Drum brakes, it's now got disc brakes all around.
Yeah.
So assembling all of that and getting all that to work has probably been one of the challenging bits. Windsor are notorious hard to keep cool. We solved that. Yeah, it's just been tinkering. Yeah, but never finished.
And the dash?
The dash trim in there is Ford Futura.
Okay.
So I've taken all the trim off the outside. There was a little bit of stainless steel here. The rest of it was pretty plain Jane. It's got a US Comet cluster.
Okay.
And the Futura trim out of a upgrade model of the same era. The trim is done by Western Street Trim. The other additives, I guess, are it's got a rear view reverse camera.
Okay. Wow.
Because there's no windows and those 4-inch peep nails.
That's a nice blind spot there.
Yeah, there's a nice blind spot everywhere. You know, the taillights are from an XK.
Okay.
So that's the first model of this era of vehicle. The front end's an XL, the rest of the body's an XP.
And what made you do different parts of different eras?
I just like what they look
You
like.
like each bit of something different.
I like those taillights better than any other.
Yeah, right.
I like that front clip better than any other.
And what was the hardest part, do you reckon?
I think just to get all of the mechanics to work properly. Because, you know, you're bolting in a bunch of stuff that everyone says is going to fit and work, but when you put it in there, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
You know?
And what about getting the 302 in there?
Easy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, very easy. Lots of space. The tricky part was GT40 heads. We bought some manifolds and bolted them on and then realized that GT40 heads can't take stock manifolds. So we had a set of extractors built. But, you know, you just bump into problems and as you go, yeah. I don't think anyone's built a car knowing what it was going to look like from A to Z.
Yeah.
The only other challenge was a little old lady didn't stop at a stop sign and I T-boned her about 5 years ago. So that was a little delay in the process. It was built by then, but it took a year off.
Bumper bars?
That's stock. That's stock on all of that era. XK, L, M, and P, panel vans and utes. I've changed the tailgate, so the tailgate's now automated, but that's an original Fairmont station wagon tailgate.
Yeah, that's great.
So it's out of the same era. We'll just put a remote control on it, and it's got central locking. Apart from that, a couple of tricky things. All the wiring's hidden. If you take a look at the engine bay, there's no brake booster. There's no brake master cylinder. That's all under the dash.
Yeah.
Most people stand there and look at the engine bay trying to work out what's missing as opposed to what's in there, because there's lots of stuff that's not there. The battery's not there, master cylinder's not there, booster's not there, wiring's not there.
Keep it nice and tidy.
It's all been hidden away and tidy.
It's a great looking car.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Now, in the interior there, we've taken the spears that were on the XL front mudguard and put them in here to fill in that green space. They came with rear window electric in the Fairmont model of the station wagon. And the station wagon tailgate and the panel van tailgate are interchangeable. That whole rear's been done. It's been mini tubbed. That is European oak distressed timbers, proper floorboards.
And where did you acquire all those sort of bits and pieces?
Just in the old school eBay, when you used to be able to buy old parts and people were selling stuff as opposed to what eBay's turned into.
What's your favourite part of the car?
I like the dash cluster. I had a dash cluster that resembled the XP model that was out of the US that was metal, but the horizontal lines were vertical. And because I'm so picky, I couldn't have vertical lines on the dash cluster and horizontal lines on the rest of it. So I flipped it, got that to run all the way through. So I'm really happy with that sort of imagery, even though these cars didn't come with this stuff. This was an up-modded Futura. Never had holes in it though. Lots of them have got holes in them. So I know a guy who's got one with a window cut in it. Very expensive to get it repaired because it's hard to weld without the warpage, but it looks like a hearse.
I appreciate your time, Les.
That's all right.
Thank you for that.
No problem.